Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Ali's Biology. In this video we will study about the malaria, which is an example of biological method. Okay. Now first, observations of last 19th century. Various observations they were being performed by the various scientists regarding the malaria, which was a huge biological problem at that time. And those observations were: number one, malaria and marshy areas have some relation, because those people who were living near marshy areas, they were more likely to be suffered from malaria as compared to those people who were living away from the marshy areas. So it means that there is some relation between the malaria and the marshy areas. Okay. Then quinine, which was a chemical being obtained from the cinchona plant, that was proved to be an effective drug in treating the malaria. Okay. Then drinking water of marshy areas does not cause malaria. At that time it was a huge problem, so that's why some of the people voluntarily they drank the water of the marshy areas in order to know that whether this malaria comes from drinking the water of marshy areas or not. So they did not suffer from malaria. It means that marshy areas water does not cause malaria. Okay. Then plasmodium is seen in the blood of malarial patient. At that time, in the last 19th century, there was a scientist whose name was Leveran, and he actually saw or observed plasmodium in the blood of the malarial patients. So on that basis, it has been mentioned here, plasmodium is seen in the blood of malarial patients. So these were the basic observations of the last 19th century regarding the malaria. Okay. Then hypothesis statement was given on the basis of these observations without any experiment, and that hypothesis or statement was plasmodium is the cause of malaria. This point, it shows this hypothesis was given on the basis of this observation, that plasmodium is the cause of malaria, because we can say that actually that Leveran, he observed plasmodium in the blood of malarial patients. So this was the most effective, we can say, observation regarding malaria. So plasmodium is the cause of malaria. This was the hypothesis given on the basis of these observations, and especially this one. Okay. Then deduction: if plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then all malarial patients should have plasmodium in their blood. This is logical statement. If and then logic it is being used. If and then logic. If plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then all malarial patients should have plasmodium in their blood. Very clear. If we say hypothesis is plasmodium is the cause of malaria, if plasmodium is the cause of malaria, then all of the malarial patients should have plasmodium in their blood. Very simple. Okay. Then experiments were being done on the two groups of people, and each group contained 100 people. So one of the group was consisting of 100 people who were malarial patients, and the other group was composed of 100 people who were healthy. So what the scientists they observed, that all of the 100 people who were malarial patients, they contained the plasmodium in their blood, while the other 100 people who were healthy, they did not contain any plasmodium in their blood. Only 7 out of 100 they contained the plasmodium. So what was the reason behind it, that why not all of the people they did not contain this plasmodium? The reason was plasmodium in the blood was in incubation period, mean the period between the entry of parasite in the host and appearance of symptoms. It means that this period it lies between the entry of parasite in the host and appearance of symptoms. And later on, these 7 people, they also got malaria later on, but at that time it did not show any type of symptoms. So that's why it was in incubation period. I hope so that you understand. Thank you very much.